Okay, it's going to take a minute. I think Queen of the Moon Oracle is really appropriate. We have Mercury in retrograde on the way. I think it starts September 9th. This is a Virgo bitch walking into our lives. And I can say that, Virgo bitch. Um, I know I can be a bitch. Don't even think like that I don't know who I am. Virgos, we know who we are. We just, I can't even say I keep it on the down low. I don't. I don't. It just comes out um as doing what I do. Hey baby. Hey Kaya. Um I love everybody and I adore everybody and I give everybody a chance. Don't think that as a Virgo I don't get like a sense. Like I always get a sense. And then as a Virgo, I'm hard on myself. And I'm like, Jesus, let it go. You don't have to be your mom. You don't have to be like that person who judges people immediately. Like, let this person prove themselves. But as a Virgo, first impressions are usually right. They prove me right later, every single time. So we're coming into Virgo season, and I'm telling you, Virgo girls, you know I'm right. You know that our first reaction is like always right. But we're so hard on ourselves. We're like, oh no, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I should give this person a chance. Maybe I'm not seeing things correctly. Because not only are we hard on other people, we're hard on ourselves. And that's true. But we're coming into this Mercury in retrograde, and it is Virgo season, and it is gonna be hard on us. I'm telling ya. And it's already hit me. Everything that can go wrong is going wrong. I don't know about you guys, like my Facebook page, like blew up with the advertising issue. Everything that can go wrong is going wrong. Now, I'm not trying to manifest it. I'm just saying shit is going down. It's going crazy. So, let me know what's going on in your life. If you're a Virgo, what is going crazy for you? Like, really, Virgos physically feel it more. Like, we need to be grounded. Virgos, we need to be grounded. I was just talking yesterday to Mary how I have to be in the back of the room. It wasn't a rebel thing in school. It was like feeling anchored. I needed to be in the back of the bus. I needed to be in the back of the room. Like when I buy tickets, like at big events, I want the nosebleed seats because I want to be like against the wall. I know that sounds crazy, but or either that or I got to be like against the wall on the side. I just need to be anchored where people can't walk all the way around me. That is just being grounded for me. I don't know if you guys, realize that about yourself if you're that way, if you have like grounding issues, but that is my grounding issue. I have to be anchored against something where I have a place where nobody's getting around me. Like even right now, I'm against this is my basement door. So I can sit against this. Um so we don't use this door, so I just kind of put my chair against it. I feel like pretty comfortable against a door, against, a wall. Um, when I used to do psychic fairs, I would get there early so that I could get a corner where I could have a wall and my back. And I'd make a lot of money because I was comfortable. I could not sit in the middle of the room. I was uncomfortable. I felt like people were walking around, they were too close. Um, and so I'd always show up a little early. Thank you, Dawn. It is rainy as shit. That's why I didn't go earlier, come on live earlier. There was lightning and thunder. This is just with my diffuser because I was like, screw it. I'm not even going to try to do hair. So this is just my crazy wild hair. I haven't seen you either. So we're talking about Virgos and Mercury in retrograde coming up, and how I am already affected. Like it is, I already feel like I'm tripping over bricks. It's crazy, and it just feels like it's already one of those. If anything can go wrong, it will go wrong kind of things. So I don't know about you guys, but as a Virgo, as somebody who needs order, needs, you know, everything to be set up, this is going to be a tough one. And if you're on my Facebook, you know it because you guys have been going through it with me. You've seen me like I did fix the advertising problem, but when I woke up that day and Facebook was like, "Oh, you know, you've had complaints about your advertising," which I have advertised on that page for 12 years for all my events, and suddenly somebody has complained about my advertising. And I'm like, "Oh my God." And they're like, "You cannot advertise until we go over your account." And then they went over my account and they're like, "We've suspended your advertising forever." I'm like, "What did I do?" And they really just give you a list of things you may have done, but they won't really tell you what you did. They're like, "It may have been one of these 6 things." So then I'm like trying to, there's actually a phone number that you can call Facebook, but you can only get a hold of them if you are law enforcement. And I was half tempted to be like, "This is freaking Officer Jonna. Like, let me talk to somebody." But I couldn't. I think they'd want badge numbers and all kinds of shit. But I almost called a friend of mine who is a law enforcement officer and had her do it for me because I was so frustrated. However, there was a workaround and I was able to like get some things fixed and I'm able to advertise. Dawn, absolutely. I am doing readings in the studio all week. I have time. I'm in and out of the studio all week long. I'd rather be in than out. So message me if you want to come in person, if you want to do video. You know where I am, girl, how to get a hold of me. It is Medium Jonna K. I know that's not a skunk. Sorry. See, Mercury in retrograde. I'm by my window. Something smells a little skunky, but it's not a skunk. It's the damn neighbors. I really, I'm over that. I'm almost 58. Like, seriously, I do not need to smell that. So, that's awful. I know for those of you who love the smell of marijuana, that's fine. It was great in the 70s. It smelled like incense. It was great. It smelled sweet and funky and fun. Now it just smells like skunk. And that shows you how old I am. I'm telling you. Yeah, go to my website, mediumjonnak.com, and send me an email or text me at 608-313-4596 or holler at me on Facebook, which is Medium Jonna K. And we will get your appointment set up. I'm filling up for tomorrow so we can get you in. Oh, there just came a big breeze through the other window. Oh my God. Ventilate, people. They sit out in their cars and they hotbox. And this happens downtown too. So they're in their cars and they hotbox like with 2 people and they just smoke and hotbox and then they open the doors and all of that just like goes everywhere. So yeah. And I had someone come to me for a reading and she was hotboxing before she came in the studio and she opened her door and she was parked in front of the hardware store and there were people going in and out of the hardware store and she was hotboxing. And what the hell? Everybody who were going in and out of the hardware store had to come in later and tell me, she was high as a kite. And I'm like, well, yeah, I was 20 feet away from the door when she walked in. Everybody could smell it. Like, yeah, we know when you're hotboxing, you can't get rid of that smell for hours. Okay, so I'm going to pull 3 cards for the week now that I've gone on my little Mercury in retrograde, Virgo bitches kind of whole thing. We had a new moon, and the new moon I was really hoping was going to like settle our energy. make us all like relaxed. And then everything jumped off the page again. So this new moon, I don't think was a reset. I think it was like a almost like a what's that called? Where it pulls you back to catapult you forward kind of thing. That new moon was tricky. I know. I feel crazy. Crazy. I mean, moons do that. And I was just down by the ocean. So I feel like when you're at the ocean, sometimes you connect so much more. And then you get back here and you're like, where's the ocean? I need the ocean. So, yeah, then the moon really affects you. So I have the moon oracles. So I love these cards. They're amazing. These are great because they actually follow the moon. They follow the moon phases. So if you organize them and follow your moon phases every day, you can pull one a day for the moon phase you're on, and then you can journal. And it helps you learn your moon phases, which is really cool. So let's just see what we got going on. So for this week, before we hit Mercury in retrograde, hopefully it's not hitting you, but I feel like if you're a Virgo, if you have a birthday early in the month, in September, let me know if it's hitting you because Lordy, full of grace. This is not giving me any space. Oh my God. Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's hitting us so strong. Okay. Good. So this makes sense to me. This makes sense to me. So today I woke up and my head felt like really full because of the rain and my allergies were just icky. I didn't want to get out of bed. I wanted to stay in bed. If I would have had Ken home to make a cup of coffee for me, I would have been like, make me coffee, bring it to me in bed. And, he would have. But I just didn't want my routine. I didn't want to get up. I knew I had Media Monday today. I really was like, stay in bed, go get my paperback book, drink coffee in bed, read my book. This is why I'm late today because I just didn't want to do my routine. This is this whole Mercury in retrograde thing. Like it really hit me strong. I just wanted to lay in bed. Now, if I turn my TV on, I'm done. I never turn my TV on during the day because if I do, I don't get shit done. I don't answer emails. I don't do what I'm supposed to do. So it's always off during the day. We never turn TV on until Ken gets home at night. If I do, I listen to the radio on my TV. I listen to like Sirius radio, but that's about it. So today I did get up. I took a shower. I couldn't do my hair because of the rain. Like this is how it turns out. It's awful. And then I was like, I don't want to put makeup on, but it's a routine. And makeup for me is an everyday routine. If I don't put makeup on, I feel crappy. And I know for people at my age, they're like, oh, I quit wearing makeup or, I quit coloring my hair. I quit wearing makeup. I can't do that. For me, if I don't put makeup on, I might as well stay in bed. I might as well just read a book. I might as well get a cup of coffee and go back to bed. So the makeup is part of my routine that makes me productive. When I worked at home, I still had to get up, put a bra on, put my makeup on. So this makes sense for me that the beauty card, this totally makes sense for me that is part of my routine to get up and do that routine and make sure that if I'm going to stay in Mercury in retrograde and be working towards this, that I do my routine, whether I want to or not. And you guys have always been there. You guys have been there where you just don't feel like doing what you need to do. And this is the first thing that goes out of the routine. You're just going to like lay there with a fuzzy blanket and watch TV. Well, if you do that, that starts depression. So you got to stay in the routine. Now, my makeup routine isn't what it used to be. Like I don't contour, I don't put on dark eyeshadows. I, do my eyebrows, my mascara, and my eyeliner and color it up a little bit. And that's it. Like just a little more natural in the colors. Like I don't do big 80s colors anymore, but it's a routine. So get back to your routine. So remember your path. This is interesting. And this today makes sense to me. Remember the path you're on. So get out your journal. make a list. Remember the path you're on. Don't let someone else knock you off your path. So make, again, Mercury in retrograde can throw you off your game. Get your journal out, make a list. Remember the path you're on. This is important. Church bells. Those keep me in a routine. I bitch about them all the time, but I don't always look at the clock. As a girl who could never wear a watch, time was not important to me growing up, but those remind me what time it is all the time. Pleasure. This is important. So we talked about remaining in your schedule, staying on your path, but don't forget to have fun. That's important. Don't forget to do things for yourself. As much as, and especially for Virgos, we tend to, if nobody's going to do it right, we're going to fix it ourselves, and we forget to have fun. So you got to remember to have a little fun. And we tend to get caught up in everything and just kind of be like, oh, I'm going to get this done myself. And, they didn't do it right and they didn't do it right. And I'm going to do it. That was a my mother thing. And I try very, very hard not to be that way. My younger brother said to me one time, about my parenting and how I parent my children. And I said to him, remember those bracelets that said WWJD? And he said, yeah. And I said, I think about that as what would Judy do? And I do the opposite. And he laughed and laughed and laughed at me, but it's true. And I try to keep that perspective in most of my life. And it has kind of been my mantra. And because she was angry and depressed, and most of her knee-jerk reactions were about being angry and depressed. I would like to think that I can have those same knee-jerk reactions. However, I hope that as a Virgo, like she was, I can give myself a second thought and turn it around. So, okay. I am headed to Instagram. If you want to go on Instagram Live later, I'm headed over there. It is OHJONNAKAY. Oh, Jonna K. So I will see you on Instagram. And then at 4:00, it's Facebook Live. After that regular Facebook Live, it will be a Facebook Live for subscribers only. So I will see you on there. See you later. Media Monday.